Welcome to the Women's Premier League final of 2023. We have got a matchup between the Predators of America, the Colorado Gray Wolves, and the All Blues, the Bears. We're here today in Glendale, Colorado. It's a crisp 52 degrees as both teams are set to absolutely pop off. My name is Darian Lovelace. I am joined here by Lance Kavanaugh, founder of Great American Rugby, where he tries to bring all of the attention to the players. But let's talk through what we can expect for this matchup, Lance.
We're going to see the best that the United States has to offer. Number one, All Blues going undefeated. Number two, Colorado Gray Wolves playing as a team again to the final. This should be a great championship game.
Most definitely. We've seen the Colorado Gray Wolves absolutely annihilate throughout the season, as well as the Berkeley All Blues. And the Berkeley All Blues have had the most perfect season. They've won 12 of their games and lucked out in a draw against NYRC and have been tireless in their competition for excellence, keeping the pressure on as we look over at their point differential. 491 points scored in a mere 254 conceded. But we look at this winning scoreboard. They have won all of their matches this season, leading to them being the top seed. Here we've got head coach Hannah Stolba. All players want to make it known that they are doing this game for Finn Stolba, the famous rugby dog. We love all of our dogs here, but Hannah Stolba being a consistent coach throughout this season. The next and one thing that the Bears cannot get complacent with is the Colorado Gray Wolves. Though they have not had a perfect season, their performance has continued to get better and better. 8 wins, 4 losses, and then unfortunately a draw against NYRC, but the point differential is very similar to Berkeley. They were able to win their last couple of matches and beat NYRC in the final. And because of expertise like they found in head coach Jamie Burke, the most tapped Eagle, also a Libra who will be celebrating her birthday tomorrow. I'm sure that they're going to be wanting to win this for her birthday. But let's go ahead and we'll talk through these lineups. First, we're going to get into Berkeley All Blues. Some players to watch here are going to be the number 5, LaFerty. She is going to be everywhere and works to keep everything locked in and locked down. Norlander, though, will be the number 6. And Westman, both are very seasoned players, but have also played internationally, so they bring a lot of expertise. But keep an eye out for 12, Ciano. She's got the boot. And then Jade McGrath, number 13. She's got the gloves. Both are going to be very aggressive at the line. But Lance, let's go ahead and talk through the Colorado Gray Wolves.
Great squad for Colorado Gray Wolves. Amazing resilience. Gina Beard had an amazing season. She has been fighting and doing a lot for the team. Joanna Kentlinski was once a MVP for the WPL and now finds herself in the championship game. In the back, you have KB Slaughter, one of the more recognizable names in USA Rugby. Cap Eagle, PR7s, an amazing burner on the edge. And also D. Nash, who had also won a championship with Glendale in 2019 for the WPL. One of the better players in the state of Michigan, Hannah Tennant, won 6 national championships in college and now wants to add a WPL championship to that list. And of course, you cannot forget Chloe Jex, the Kansas State alum, who has been very close to the WPL championship and now has a chance today.
And Berkeley, of course, have an extremely deep bench. They'll find it in Hart, Clark, as well as Hose. So all of these players to keep an eye out. But what's really going to boil down to is what team can stay interconnected. We've talked time and time about this again, which team can be adaptable. And so now we're going to go ahead and proceed and move on to this match. And we are ready to rock and roll. You see the Berkeley All Blues in their typical blue and yellow, and then the Colorado Gray Wolves moving to the left of your screen. They'll be in the maroon. We've got head referee will be Jenny Liu. She has played in 4 WPL finals and just showing the community that rugby gives. She's back here giving back, ready to keep all of our players safe and making sure that they play in a competitive match. A seasoned veteran, a capped eagle, nobody better to go ahead and spearhead this match. Lance, I've got to tell you that this environment is absolutely buzzing as we get underway.
Absolutely. Look like everybody's been laced up, ready to go. We've seen extreme focus during warm-ups, and we've seen two teams ready to fight for glory. Can all Blues stay perfect, or can Denver or Colorado spoil the fun today? We will see.
Good.
Jenny Lou giving the thumbs up. We see it right here, the number 12, Kristen Ciano, ready to kick off. It is time to rock and roll. The ball is up, and she kicks deep. It goes into the 22, and Colorado is able to field it cleanly. Pinned back in their end. O'Brien goes ahead and gives it to Kitlinski. Takes it right into the gut of the Bears. They like to go ahead and move it to the right, and a kick goes up. Number 14, a knock-on, cannot field it under the pressure. Colorado keep the ball moving as they get ready to break past the 50. O'Brien gives it into a forward. Levine takes it in. Moving it again through the hands. Beard, a player to watch. She offloads. This looks very promising. Continuing to keep the ball alive and offload to Decker. She's taken to ground. Pearl moving it to her forwards. We've got Nash who gives it off. KB taking it right into it, giving one fend. Finally is brought to ground. Ball moves to the forwards, keeping it, finding those little gaps in the All Blues. Kitlinski moves it out the back. Nash moves it to the right. This looks promising from them as well. Berkeley, good defense. They offload it again to Nash. She's already everywhere in this first minute. Kitlinski tipsing it.
Ooh, big bump.
To a prop. Big bump coming off there early. Pearl moves it. Tornado gives it. And a strip coming in from Lafferty. We talked about her earlier. There's a competition at the breakdown, but the All Blues go ahead and move it. Ciano, though, takes her eyes off of the ball, and it looks like the ball is going wayward. Jenny Lou holds up the arms. Looks like there was a knock on, but Colorado Grey Wolves down in some prime scoring zone.
This is a big confidence boost for Colorado. Playing their normal style. We're going to play pressure on you, kick the ball, have our chasers right in your face, and that created a great phase play to find themselves now deep on the All Blues end where they feel very comfortable.
First scrum of the game. Definitely have a lot to prove here from the jump as both teams get set.
This scrum is probably going to set the table for the rest of the day. Let's see how they handle the pressure on the first scrum of the championship.
Scrum is underway. Colorado hold their own. Kitlinski picks off the back. Ball ends up hitting the deck. Tornado is under a lot of pressure coming in from the All Blues. Kitlinski, yet again, one of their primary ball carriers. She moves it to the lock, who then moves it to Captain Heron. Gives a fend, cuts back inside. O'Brien there to clean it up. Kitlinski again moves it to Spafford. Knocking at the door now is the Colorado Grey Wolves, but unfortunately Nash gets caught with the ball and a knock-on for Colorado.
Once again, Colorado is doing a great job keeping the ball. All Blues doing exactly what they've been known to do, is withstand pressure, play very strong forward, line speed defensively, forcing a mistake. This seems like it's going to be a great back and forth match. But let's see what happens when the All Blues get the ball. Let's see if they can make something happen for themselves now.
Yeah, just walking through this replay, we just see Nash. She gets a little bit caught up there. It looked like Pearl was really trying to move the ball out wide, but now Berkeley had the opportunity to attack out. Ball gets a little wayward, but Westman is off of the base. Heron has to go ahead and corral her. They're out of the 22, out of the pressure area. Electing now to go tight within their forwards. They continue to press on. All Blues now give it to Ciano. Ciano goes ahead and boots it. So over the 50. Looks like it might have gone straight out, and that's very unfortunate for the All Blues.
This is one of those situations that Colorado literally builds themselves to be in. They're keeping the pressure on the All Blues, keeping them on their side of the field. All Blues had a great opportunity to relieve some pressure, get the ball away, wayward kick. Let's see if they can stop Colorado right now.
Kitlinski, the number 8, set for the throw. A little bit of diversion there. It goes up and over, but the Berkeley All Blues able to work in that space. Ball ends up hitting the deck. Lynn moves it to the number 7. That's Tong. Tong takes it in, and now Berkeley is on the attack. Going ahead and moving it to the right. Vogel is met heavily by her counterpart, Wegel, and Kitlinski. Lynn goes ahead and finds OBH. OBH kicks very deep. It goes behind the Colorado players, and now Nash is having to attack out. Gives a little bit of a boot herself. Ball ends up going straight out, a little tit for tat. So now it'll be a Berkeley All Blues line out right at the 40.
And one thing during the season we know about the All Blues, they can score off a line-out set piece. They have a very sound structure. They run forward with speed. They have the hitters in the middle of the field who can also move it wide. Let's see their first hit up for a lineup.
Set for the line out here. They go ahead and they work it into the front, but the number 4 for the Gray Wolves, Spafford, she gets right into the face, and now it'll go back to the Colorado Gray Wolves. O'Brien now moves it to Pearl, who is there for Beard. Continuing now to work out of this end. Pearl goes ahead and finds confidence in that boot. McGrath has it. She's such a strong ball carrier, but she gives it away. This is a good line break coming in for them. Number 14, Clark. But looks like Caitlin Groten might have almost gotten in that space, but a high tackle now for the All Blues, and that is not what the Colorado Gray Wolves want to give.
This might be an opportunity to get some easy points early on. Great cutback by Clark, the realtor, finding a home on the inside of the defense, forcing the penalty. Now the All Blues have an opportunity, kicking it deep. It looked like they're going to be right around the 10-meter line, 5-meter line, excuse me. Let's see how they can push in, if their mauls are effective, or their hit-ups right here are effective to get them over. First line out bad. Let's see if they can correct that mistake.
Communication coming in for the Colorado Gray Wolves. This is very important as we have yet to see a score. Berkeley goes up, and they are off to the races, trying to maul it through. Looks like Colorado, though, is staying pretty strong. The number 2, the hooker breaks off. Kitlinski able to grab her by the ankles. They do not score. Vogel taking it right into the guts of the Wolves. Deciding to pick and go. Lafferty dives at ankles. They're quick over the ball is the All Blues. All Blues now continuing to press on, trying to find a little bit of space there. They're unsuccessful, but they are absolutely at that line. Again, diving is Vogel from this angle. Jenny Liu goes ahead and awards the try, and that'll be the first score of the game. Vogel gets in the first 5 for the All Blues.
All Blues absolutely surgical down deep in the end of the Gray Wolves. Maul pushes through. Beard tried to get the edge just short, but the forward pack had her back, and working together as they do brought the energy straight to the face of the Gray Wolves, and now Vogel with a 5-pointer and a chance to go up 7-0 early in this first half.
And the pick and go is really what sold it. The All Blues, they just stayed low, stayed consistent, and Vogel able to get the first score. Actually, she grew up down the street from the number 15 on the Colorado Gray Wolves, grew up right down the street of Maine. But Ciano, she goes ahead and kicks it up. Looks like that is good, and that'll bring our score 7-0, Berkeley leading.
This is actually a great confidence booster for the All Blues. For Colorado to have as much pressure almost in the first 5 minutes, looking like the better team, more prepared, more energy, more fight, found a way to reverse the momentum, get down to the Gray Wolves end, and now up 7-0 with a chance to get the ball back and then even extend the lead.
Colorado Gray Wolves are now going to have to answer back as the restart goes up. They elect to go ahead and kick deep. And the All Blues are able to field it cleanly. The number 6 Norlander takes it over the 22. Moving it now to the left, trying to find some hands in Lafferty. But there's a contest over the ball. Seeing here a little bit of frustration. No call given, though. And they continue to press on. All Blues just chipping away at this defense. They go ahead and use the boot. Ciano not able to get it over the top of this defense, but it's a foot race now between the wings. The number 11, she does a little step around the corner. This is Laura Thacker.
She can
Laura
go the whole
Thacker
way.
outrunning all of that defense.
Looks like a high tackle potentially. Referee's close for a conversation. Nope, nothing given. Great defense. Great defense by Colorado. Emily stepping up with the chase down, pulling the attacker out of bounds. I thought Laura was going to make the edge, but unfortunately she got grabbed up. But great flip of the field for the All Blues.
We talked earlier about the resilience that Colorado has, and you mentioned it, Lance. They just work so tirelessly, and as we say that, they are already winning it back. Colorado Gray Wolves, though, have a lot of ground to cover. Going ahead now and just setting up the phases. O'Brien goes ahead and dishes it back. They're in the 22. Kick is able to find its way out to touch, so we'll have a Berkeley all-blue line out at the 22.
Didn't get a chance to really relieve the pressure that they thought they could. Let's see what happens with Berkeley back in almost the same situation they were in earlier in the first 3 minutes. Let's see if they can convert here. Can Colorado hold them out?
This is a massive line out for them. They go ahead and use a little bit diversion and go in the middle. Norlander picks it off, and of course they're going to go ahead and maul the Bears. Using a rolling maul, that's Vogel yet again. She's able to get to ground quickly. And play continues on. Lynn now gives it to the left. Ciano tries to give the boot yet again and does not find any real estate there. So it'll go back to the Colorado Gray Wolves. Hitlinski trying to hit the hinge of the defense. Beards over top of that quickly. Good clear out. Nash decides to go in at first receiver. They're working now. Heron, it gives a little bit of a fend. Holding on is Clark. A little offload from the ground. The work rate of Rachel Ryan is out of this world. They're over the 40 now, keeping the game going. They like to go ahead and stay tight. This is good defense, though, from the All Blues.
7, offside.
High tap.
Offside call.
Looks like.
Offside call. Looks like.
Right here. Gold 7, offside.
And Jenny Lou spotted it, so that'll be an offsides call for them as they go ahead and elect to kick it out.
The boot delivering for them right now, giving them some time, giving them more, putting more pressure on the All Blues if they choose to. But right here, looks like they encroached a little bit too early, found themselves offsides. That All Blues defense is playing with a lot of pressure, and they're eager to get up in the Gray Wolves' faces.
Colorado Gray Wolves in a lot better of a scoring position. We go ahead and try and move it to the front, find some real estate in the middle. It looks like that ball was not straight.
All right, we're just going to reset it. You can't leave the ground mistake, all right?
Lou, though, having a conversation. It looks like the line out will get repeated after a conversation with the captain, and Kitlinski can feel a little bit lucky with that one.
This referee has good control of the game early on. I like what I'm seeing. It's going to be a highly competitive match game.
Ball goes up in the middle. Pearl moves it to Heron. There's a good inside line coming in from Tordonato. Gets them a lot of go forward ball. The forwards come around quickly. That's Levine making things complicated. They go ahead. Decker absolutely decking her way through that defensive line. O'Brien's got to dig a little bit. Levine just absolutely bullying her way over that line. Ryan, though, gets around the hinge. Berkeley's now having to scramble. Hahn tries to get the ball, but it's getting a little bit messy there for the Gray Wolves. Trying to clean it up a little bit is Ryan. A lot of interior defense now having to be played as the forwards get set for some pick and goes. But a counter ruck coming in from Vogel. Hahn's got to clean it up. Still continuing now to get into the heads of the Berkeley All Blues. Paul goes straight up. This is from the WPL MVP. She takes it right into McGrath. Caitlin Broughton not able to get that try for the team. Looks like somebody slow to roll away though. Jenny Liu though sees the ball get over the line, and that is a try for the Colorado Grey Wolves.
What a phase of play for the Colorado Grey Wolves. They're going to hold on to the ball. They're going to play sharply, straightforward, find themselves getting all the way to the edge. That inside step by KB, running right into Jade McGrath. Looks like Jade got stuck and caught underneath trying to hold the ball up just short of the line. So unfortunately, that's not releasing. Referee's right on top of that. And the next pick and go, there you go. Just like that, this game is 5-7. But what a great sequence by Colorado. They have found their confidence, gave up a try, even though they've been playing just a tad better from the earlier phases of the game. Gave up a try, just got it back. And it seems as though this game is going to be just like week 9, first game off after the summer break, which was potentially the game of the year. We might be witnessing another one of those clashes, high scoring, high energy games right now.
And now they'll go ahead and kick for 2 points. Ball is up. Looks like the angle might be good. And flags go up as well. That'll tie up our game 7-7. About 16 minutes now gone in this WPL final, but Lance, talk us through this big collision yet again.
Those are the two of the premier players of their teams. KB and Jay McGrath were teammates for PR7s last summer in 2022. Now find themselves fighting on the bottom of a ruck to save a try or score a try. And man, this game has already started to be one of those ESPN classics.
And that was O'Brien that was able to get the ball over the line for the first try for the Colorado Grey Wolves. Tornado bobbles it a little bit, but Ryan, of course, is there to clean up. The All Blues already trying to put on a little pressure at the breakdown, but Kitlinski is there waiting for that ball. O'Brien digs it out, moves it to Pearl. Pearl then moves it to Weigel. Weigel tries to work her way through, is able to get it to the number 12. It's Nash. And a not rolling away penalty for the All Blues.
This pressure from Colorado I'm seeing is some of the best they've played with all season. I mean, they're straightforward, decisive, linked up together, no opportunity for poaches, no opportunity for steals. Did that ball get out of bounds? I don't think it did.
Looks like the All Blues are able to field it, but then that pressure that you were just talking about, Lance, turns the ball over and it's a knock-on. So the advantage now goes in favor of the Colorado Grey Wolves. They go ahead and move it back to the weak side. Tornado dishes it quickly. Heron, oh my, she's just absolutely slaying it on this sideline. Now moving it through. Decker almost tips it away, but she takes it in herself. Pearl now gives it to Beard. The Gummy Bear Wrestling Champion wrestles her way to the ground. Moving it now to the left, we see a little bit of a cut back in, and now Caitlin Broughton with the ball again. Jade McGrath having to do a lot of tackles. She continues to press on, but unfortunately it looks like KB did not release that ball, and now the All Blues will go ahead and use the boot of Ciano.
You know, it's rare that you see a winger outside center matchup finding itself in collision all the time, but this might be one of those situations where KB will see overlaps and Jay will be the inside tracker, and they might find themselves meeting on the sidelines 15-meter channel for the rest of the day today.
It really shows what Colorado is trying to do. They're doing a good job of moving it wide, and McGrath is having to clean up a lot on the outside.
And this is the negatives of an aggressive line speed. Sometimes you give up that space. If they can get all the way to the edge, you'll find inside middle field players having to stretch to the touch line.
Very deep line out, and they're able to field it cleanly, and now they're going to go ahead and move it. McGrath does a beautiful pin and pass. This is Lafferty. Lafferty flirts with the line a little bit, able to move it back to Lynn. Ciano, quick hands though. She almost gets it to Clark. And that ball will find its way right into touch. Looks like they'll have an option.
Choice.
Because of the knock-on as well.
Knock-on is a touch. Choice. Come.
Turnover teams love option. Do we go for the lineup? Do we take the scrum? Scrum seems safer. Scrum seems to be what's working for us. Let's go with the scrum.
Yep.
And the referee still, nope, just going for the ball. Okay. So 5 meters from the touch line, we have a scrum, but listen, all Blues doing everything they can to play with this space. Just a little bit extended on that pass, unable to bring it in. We can see what the All Blues are known to be doing for the entirety of the year, which kept them undefeated. It seems like they can't find those connections as of right now.
Scrum here on the left-hand side going in favor of the Colorado Gray Wolves. We're tied up here 7-7. It's still 20 minutes to go in this first half. Nashville, Perrin takes it flat. It's a little bit of some meters going, and Kitlinski working her way around. Ciano has to make that tackle, the center. And now they've got some room to work with wide. Tornado moves it to the number 15 as she finds Caitlin Broughton again. Gets some meters going there. Offloads it to, that's Colesworthy. Broughton steps in to be the 9. Finds the forward pack. Ogle gets a little bit caught under there, but able to work her way out. Pearl shooting defense coming in from the All Blues. Cooper. A flat line though from Hahn. This is a lot more creative stuff coming in from the Colorado Gray Wolves. O'Brien now has to work it to the left. Taken down though, quickly. O'Brien goes ahead and gives a little bit of box kick. Heron's got the chase on. OBH goes right up. Jenny Lou says play on, even though OBH got hit a little late. All in good fun. And now Berkeley have a lot of ways to go here as they work their way out of their 22.
Just look how comfortable Colorado is in their structure. We'll play the ball. If nothing there, we'll apply pressure, and we might just get it back just like right now. Knock on for the All Blues, giving Colorado a great opportunity.
No, it's here and then here.
And just the physicality of this game has shown the line speed of these defenses. We have seen a lot of bruising tackles, a lot of bruising runs. These ladies are here to win a national championship today, Ben.
And we love to see the big hits right from the jump. Jade McGrath, I mean, she's just trying to move it. Lafferty, she's going to continue to be there, but it was this big turnover. A number 10 against 10. Looks like that was a flanker, and of course they foam at the mouth when the fly half has got it. Both teams just showing such determination. Kitlinski, though, picks off of the back of the scrum. Brian now moves it to the right. That's Decker. She's a little isolated. Holsworthy's got to come across. Levine taking it into contact. Good clear out. They've got some gaps opening up around this end, but it doesn't look like Weigel needs it. Weigel getting over the 5. Moving it now is Tornado. She elects to go ahead and cut back in. Tries to offload, and of course Decker is there to clean it up. Trying to break into the den of the All Blues. Looks like Cooper's caught under there, trying to roll away. And now the forwards will go ahead and work it. Kitlinski, a little bit of footwork. She's met by Vogel. We've got an advantage though. Levine, big low hit. There are about 3 Berkeley All Blues players swarming. Ryan moves it out the back. Tornado's got it. Colesworthy gives a looping pass. Easily read, though, by the All Blues. Ryan continuing to try and move the ball wide. Does she get over the line? She does. And that is another try for Colorado Gray Wolves.
We might be looking at...
Looks like that was Ryan, the number 6.
we might be looking at a change of fortune in this season. The All Blues, perfect on the year, but find themselves in a tough dogfight with the team that's been giving them tough dogfights all year. This Colorado team is primed and ready to go. One quarter of the game down, and Colorado has seemed to find them legs. Look at the run by Colorado's crop. Driving forward, Caitlin doing what she can for the team. And once again, the forward pack asserting themselves. Ryan putting down, slamming the ball down.
Ryan, Lance, we're going to be mentioning her name throughout this broadcast. She has been working tirelessly. She played scrum half in a couple of those phases and is just able to get some points on the board now. Pearl sends that ball up. Conversion is no good, but that'll get our score 12-7. Berkeley not seeming to have an answer because of big phases like this.
Absolutely. Physicality is playing a big part in this game. How Colorado is determining the physicality of this game is affecting everything. And also, offensively, they're playing so fast, so straightforward, forcing these All Blues to cycle around the field, cover spaces around the edge. We're seeing something from Colorado that usually is what the All Blues do to people. Play sideline to sideline with great aggressive defense. Getting hit in the mouth, tasting their own medicine, we see.
Anna goes ahead and kicks it up, and the All Blues, a little bit of fire lit underneath them. They are able to field their own restart and are off to the attack as well. Quick is Bogle. She takes it right into the heart of the Grey Wolves and continue to press on. That's Spafford. And now moving it to Ciano. There's a little bit of a wayward pass. Cut back in, though, from the wing, dancing a little bit around that sideline, but Ryan able to corral her almost to the sideline. Lynn now gives it back to the forwards. A couple of forwards having to bring them down. Flow looks a little bit slow coming in from Colorado as they finally get a little bit of their fold going. Lynn now gives it to Ciano. Ciano takes it right into the Colorado Grey Wolves. Big hit, though. The number one versus the number one. Wiggle versus Edwards. She's taken down. This defense looks promising from the Colorado Grey Wolves. Lafferty gets over the 22. Jenny Lou calling them off. Lynn goes ahead and does a little bit of draw pass. Ball is now in the try zone. Rolls out of the back after a little chip kick is unsuccessful.
Do you see this defensive pressure by Colorado? They stopped All Blues cold in multiple phases, forcing the All Blues to have no other option but maybe try to chip it through and get behind them. Great job by Colorado. They're actually making this a tough sled for the All Blues. All Blues had to get back into what they've been known to do. Aggressive in the middle, spreading the ball wide, letting their center players get it to the space. Colorado's playing phenomenal as of now.
Unable to find touch after a 22-meter dropout. Ball has to stay in, but it looks like they're able to get it back. Pearl gets a little bit of some jewelry of her own and absolutely brings that ball right back into Colorado's hands.
I mean, tackle, assist is right there. Poacher is right there. Hands on the ball early. Offense tried their best to get the ruck out lower than the poacher, but unfortunately hands are on the ball. She wasn't going anywhere. That's a long arm penalty every time. Colorado, defensive pressure, offensive speed, and with a chance to go in again. Line out to come.
And Fold just looking a little bit slow from the All Blues, and they're definitely going to have to pick up the pace as we're just seeing lightning quick ball coming in from the Grey Wolves. Kitlinski set for the throw. Nobody goes up in the air, so Levine's got to kind of do a little bit of a hop to get it, and she's driven back by the All Blues. Not the lineout that they want, but they recover. Pearl moves it to Caitlin Broughton. Tordonato not able to gather that ball. You can see a little bit of frustration here as now the All Blues will go ahead and have a scrum right within the 40.
And this right here is what the All Blues need. Now, they seem to rise to the challenge. They got a steal on the restart. just a second ago when Colorado scored. Now Colorado's made a mistake. They have to capitalize, and at bare minimum, get the ball away from their side of the field, put a little bit more pressure on Colorado, and see if they can find their way into the try zone.
Both teams are definitely going to need to generate some forward progress, but especially the Berkeley All Blues. Scrum looks good. There's a little bit of pressure, though, at the front row. Lynn's got to kind of dig for it, but OBH is able to move it to McGrath. McGrath gets some meters, but well met by the Colorado Grey Wolves. They've got some space, though, to the left if they can work it out wide. Gold looks a little bit slow. Lynn goes ahead and moves it right back into the pressure area to the right. Lafferty takes it into Kitlinski, takes it into Caitlin Broughton. Gains some meters there. Lynn goes ahead and takes it herself. She's met heavily. Calling them off is Jenny Liu, and that'll be a not releasing penalty. And Shelby Lynn goes quick, finds McGrath with a beautiful offload. McGrath cuts in. McGrath moves away from Decker, tries to do a little bit of a Sunny B. Williams. A flanker, though, there as cleanup crew. She gets over the ball. So good and fast-paced for the All Blues. A little bit of isolation, but they're able to get over it quickly. Vogel steps up. Vogel keeping the leg drive going. They're at the 5 now. Lynn goes ahead and uses that short side. Norlander met quickly by Hahn. Lynn now moves it to OBH. Gets it to their center. They've got room to work it. Sienna's got it. Sienna's almost there. And she gets a try for the All Blues.
Sienna, what a try, but that pass, oh my goodness, wrap around behind the back. Is this N1 rugby or what? What an absolute dime. What an absolute dime. I have to see that again. We all have to see that again. We'll be better for it just to have our eyes on that one more time. Sienna with the dot down. The Hong Kong born scoring. But this pass right here. Michelle, oh my, take a bow. Take a bow. Miss Hong dropping it off to the lady from Hong Kong and 5 points at it.
Sienna will go ahead and try and convert her own try, but this is exactly what the All Blues need. A little bit of a dancey dance. And she go ahead and slot it through. The boot looks good. And that will put Berkeley right back in the lead. But let's talk about this again. A little bit of some secret sorcery happening here.
Oh, off of the back. And a truck move. Sienna, oh my goodness. Somebody please pray for that lady. She got absolutely bolted. And now All Blues have the lead. Oh my, the step over? The step, looking at your victims. How dare you, ma'am? How dare you? How dare you, ma'am?
And we'll see if karma comes back around, and it does. Unfortunate for Lafferty and uncommon. She knocks it on, and now Nash cleans it up. Weigel takes it in, but the All Blues getting low, getting strong in that tackle. They ask for a quicker fold. The launch looks good. Kitlinski, though, finds a little bit of a gap. Vogel swings her around and brings her to deck. It looks like that was possibly a forward pass, but Jenny Liu, realizing that there was no advantage, brings it back. For the knock-on from Lafferty.
Wow, that was a very good advantage call, long advantage. We love those. Knock on here, under to grab it, maybe looking directly into the sun. And here goes Colorado again, storming forward. Could have been a great opportunity for them. All Blues have to start minimizing mistakes, and that has to start right now. They gave Colorado the lead earlier, found a way to get it back, but not if mistakes keep happening. They're going to find themselves in a deficit again. Scrum to come. Let's see if Berkeley can fix their L's and get a forward momentum going deeper from the field as they find themselves in defense.
About a little over 6 minutes left to go in this first half. A big driving scrum, though, coming in from the Grey Wolves, trying to humble this forward pack. Pearl now has it in the hands. Tordonato quick to Nash. She's met by McGrath. Brought down quickly. Ciano tries to work her way over that ball, but it'll be in vain. Kitlinski does a little loop around. Number 8, so fit, staying in the game. O'Brien now moves it to Tordonato. Tordonato tries to find Beard, a little bit of a weave around, and now the leg drive is going to carry her. O'Brien goes ahead and moves it back to the left-hand side, met though with a big double tackle. The All Blues are going to have to play a lot of defense here in this end. Beard working her way around the hinge. Forwards though are coming around. This is our try scorer, Ryan. Tordonato almost loses the ball. Heron is at the corner. Heron,
That's
she gets
in.
that try.
That is a put down. Great put down on the corner. Offensively, Colorado again stressing on the inside, getting the ball out. They're working this All Blues defense, and with strong running on the edge, Kate says, "No, you're not going to push me out of bounds. I'm going to score for my team and take the lead again." And Colorado showing exactly why they deserve to be in this championship and why they are here to win it. Perfect dot from the scrum half. Yeah, perfect dot from the scrum half. Tordonato, excuse me, Tordonato with the pass all the way to Kate, finding her teammate and in the corner at the 5.
When you were talking to me when the ball was midfield, I
Captain Heron,
but I couldn't hear you.
definitely proud of that try. Will that be the last score that Colorado needed as they enter into the final minutes of this first half for the WPL final? He goes all the way to the far right.
Unfortunately,
And it is
unfortunately, but this game is shaping up to be exactly as the Week 9 game was, a back and forth battle with both teams being close and competitive all the way to the end. That leg drive to not get taken out of bounds by Kate is experience speaking. And even though the All Blues winger number 14 tried her best, Clark tried to push her out of bounds, tried to keep her from getting in the try line, had the strength to fight. And now we find that Colorado has a lead, 3-point lead with less than 5 to go.
I love that whenever we end up down in the end of the Colorado Grey Wolves, you see the tent for girls rugby. Both teams hosted a little clinic for them last night to try and grow the game, and you just see celebrations all around. They're just happy to be here, and so are we. Kick goes up. Decker, though, is able to field it cleanly after Norlander was in her face. But it doesn't matter. Colorado still press on. O'Brien elects for a little bit of a box kick, and Heron's got the chase on. Heron trying to field it. That determination might have gotten her successful in winning the ball back, but it's a knock on. And Jenny Liu will give the ball to the Berkeley All Blues.
This Colorado team has this box kick pressure situation down to a science. Ran many teams off the field this year doing this exact thing. One thing that's noted about this Colorado team, they have more blowout wins than most teams in the competition. Even the All Blues, who are undefeated, only won 3 games by more than 30 points. But Colorado will run the score up, and using this pressure kicking scheme, it works for them, and it's working today.
And they're working this scrum. A lot of pressure coming in. Ryan trying to hold up the number 8, and Colorado is still trying to keep her up. Now considered a maul, but she's able to get to the ground quickly. That's Westman. Just absolutely tossed around now. Shelby Lynn goes ahead and moves it to the left. Vogel now dishing a pass to Westman. Westman cuts back in. Taking the ground, though, Kitlinski looks like she's pinned under there. It's, of course, going to be a not rolling away penalty, and the All Blues can gain a little bit more ground.
That was an 8-on-8 battle right there. Westman, big hit. Unfortunately, Colorado player finding herself stuck underneath the ruck. Kick to come. And Ciano can't get it out of bounds, unfortunately.
Move it to Nash, who goes ahead and gives a little bit of a kick of her own. Ball stays in, though, and OBH, the fly half, has got it. She gives a little bit of a kick of her own. She gets it behind the defense. Ball actually ends up bouncing forward. Ryan, the flanker, is back there trying to help out with the defense. Gives a little bit of a kick of her own. Back in the 22, and that ball will finally find its way to touch. This is a jack of all trades, is Rachel Ryan.
She has all the skills. She's doing everything. Almost held up and created a maul by herself from that line out. From the 8-man pick in the scrum. But now, it's kicking the ball out, relieving pressure for her team, raising her hand to say, I am here for my team, trying to make the best for this Colorado defense who found themselves under pressure. And look at her just stand up and holding players up in the air. No worries, briskly. Powerful.
Cooper able to get it to the back pod, and McGrath got it. McGrath now trying to find the hinge around Nash. Tordonato brings her down to ground, though. Ciano tries to kick through. Kick does go through. It's back almost over the line, but Colesworthy fields it. The number 11, that's Thacker, brings the Colorado Grey Wolf to the ground. Kitlinski now having to clean up the mess that Colorado has found themselves in. Only got about less than a minute to go, so they'll go ahead and kick for touch. And that'll be our first half done for the WPL 2023 championship. Colorado leading 17-14. Stay here with us, everybody, as we continue on into the second half of this final.
Why rugby? It's more than a game. It's our strength,
our family,
our happiness, our freedom.
Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gotta make that move.
Rugby gives us opportunities we never could have dreamed of.
Given us an education. It's taken us all over the world.
Some call us crazy,
we just love the game.
And the women who play it.
Through your sacrifice and dedication,
Rugby in America is now one of the best in the world.
And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us on tonight.
The game is growing. The time to raise the standard is now.
For us.
For them,
Together we can make a change in rugby.
we are driven to raise the standard.
through direct funding and support,
Focusing on the USA Sevens team.
But including all women's rugby. Women for Rugby is a non-profit organization empowering women's rugby players at all levels. Today is the day.
No more waiting.
Ruck inequalities.
Together we raise the standard. Be the change. Join us. Become a member. Women for Rugby.
Ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us on tonight.
We brought that second half intensity all day. Let's bring it now, right?
They're not expecting
Same thing, that little bit of slow start in the beginning. We're gonna move on, we're gonna play good rugby, we're gonna bring it to them, right?
Yeah.
Same thing as we're staying in attack. Patient with our minds, we're fucking active with our feet, right? We're attacking them. We're coming at them aggressively.
Everybody's saying that I lost my mind, but I ain't never ever giving up this time. 'Cause everybody knows that I've been on the grind, but I ain't never ever giving up this time. Up this time. Up this time. Up, 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 I'm never ever giving up this time.
Rugby's like, it's taught me to like work hard and like really like when the going gets tough to like not lay back or really like punch forward. Like that second win in the second half, it's taught me to like have intensity definitely.
Everybody's saying that I lost my mind, but I ain't never ever giving up this time. 'Cause everybody knows that I've been on the grind, but I ain't never
Real quick, tell me, what was your favorite part about playing rugby?
Just coming together, just like having a team, having a family on the field, and just like being like, it's so cool to like hit and smack someone for the first time when you can't do it in real life, and then right after, you're all buddies with them.
Hey Alex, just the Falcons here from Manchester. We just want to wish you a big congratulations on being selected to the Team USA flag bearer for Youth Olympic Games. Awesome stuff for USA Rugby. Can't wait to watch you guys in action. Good luck.
The power of friendship, first and foremost. We have a really great group of people. We love to have a good time, a little silly goofy with each other, but more time with friends.
Yeah, and a chance for like more people to play different combinations, and that's like really helped us this year. And it's pretty cool to have like well over 30 players who could have come this weekend.
Good to be back in Glendale. The altitude is always a challenge, but it's good to be back somewhere that I know pretty well. Makes it easy to think about sort of like the mental fortitude that the team needs to have to be able to play here and be successful. But always good, beautiful weekend, sunny. Love to be here. And it was like, she just talked about the different teams in the WPL, and the thing she said about the All Blues is that they're just a really fun group of people who play really good rugby. And I was like, hey, did anybody read this? Because like that is the biggest compliment you can get. Is like, you all are really fun, and you play really good fun rugby.
Yeah,
and that's inherently like when people are playing
the goal.
Rugby and they're enjoying it, like that's the goal, right? Like it's the whole process. They're like having a good time, they're enjoying what they're doing, and like if we can do that on a big stage in front of people who enjoy it, like that's the goal. So
Winning. Everybody, I'm here with Mose with the Grey Wolves. With women's rugby progressing, or women's sports progressing the way it is, how do you feel women's rugby is going to take off in the United States?
I think, well, this is the first year we've been doing the spring and fall season, which is pretty good for especially women's rugby. More game, more exposure will be better for us to really elevate and make sure that we play a lot of games, so we just skills and more top level rugby, especially women's program, to expose in those level, like high level rugby. So this season has been a good season because of the spring break and then fall, and we get to play more games, and the team understand how to be a professional player, you know, and that's what we want and stuff. So the mentality of being a professional player to play a full year of rugby is a plus for us, I think, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely. I 100% agree. It's a big shift in mindset, and we're excited to see how it works out.
Exactly.
So good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And enjoy your practice.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Hey WPL fans, I'm here with Carson and Kate with the Colorado Grey Wolves. Just want to know how you guys feel about your fan base. It's one of a kind, and they're really supportive, streaming and in person. What would one thing you want to say to them?
Just want to say thank you to all the fans. You've been our 16th man this whole season, coming out and supporting us every Saturday. You're really the backbone, the support, the motivation for us. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone for supporting women's rugby, because this is the future of the game.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great time.
Thanks KJ.
Why rugby? It's more than a game.
It's our strength,
Our family,
our happiness,
Our freedom.
Wanna shake the ground, wanna break away, let loose. I'm tired of waiting, gonna make that move.
rugby gives us opportunities we never could have dreamed of.
Given us an education. It's taken us all over the world.
Some call us crazy, we just love the game. And the women who play it.
Through your sacrifice and dedication,
Rugby in America is now one of the best in the world.
And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away, shouldn't let the party fade. And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us on tonight.
The game is growing. The time to raise the standard is now.
for us,
For them,
Together we can make a change in rugby.
We are driven to raise the standard
through direct funding and support,
focusing on the USA Sevens team,
but including all women's rugby. Women for Rugby is a non-profit organization empowering women's rugby players at all levels. Today is the day.
No more waiting.
Ruck inequalities.
Together we raise the standard. Be the change. Join us. Become a member. Women for Rugby.
Ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us on tonight.
Why rugby? It's more than...
Welcome back, team. We are here in Glendale, Colorado for the Women's Premier League final. You joined in with us for the second half of this matchup. Colorado leading 17-14 over the Berkeley All Blues. Lance, talk us through this first half because it was a good one.
Big physical rugby. That's what we got to see in the first half of this national championship game. Colorado doing a great job getting the ball all the way to the edge and going back and forth, confrontation in the middle. Berkeley pulling out magic to score their second try of the game. Cohesive in the middle, but unfortunately can't find the phase of play to get them down the field. Big tries happening for Colorado. We see Ryan getting in. Tough, strong leg drive to finish a try. Pick and goes from Berkeley early on to get him a try. But later on, this will receive the magic. Hung behind the back to Ciano, who runs someone smooth over, clean body. Falls into the try zone. And of course, the strip on the edge for Colorado, pushing themselves into the try zone. Kate Herring said, I will not be denied. I will score the try. And great first half. We might be looking at a game of the year candidate. Arian, I am so excited for the second half.
And at power to the players, we see here Danson going around for the Colorado Gray Wolves. Both teams have a very deep bench. We'll start to see some substitutes roll in as the first half was a brutal one. Fatigue will start to set in. Right here, we've got Jenny Liu, our referee, who has kept the game at a good pace, but Colorado leading 17-14 over the Berkeley All Blues. Lance, what do you think that Berkeley has to do in order to try and keep up with the fast pace that we saw against Colorado?
Well, they've done a good job in spurts early on in the first half, and they found a little bit of moments, but getting around the fold, spacing out the field effectively, and really dealing with the pressure of the kicks that come from what Colorado has been doing. If Berkeley can handle those kicks better and get on the front foot of attack like they did at about the 28-minute mark of the first half, they could turn this game around. But they've been known as a second-half team. Watch out for the All Blues.
The sun shines as the ball goes straight up. And next level rugby production bringing you these beautiful shots. Lafferty gets tackled, though, right in to bounds. And Colorado celebrations all around. Lance, look at that support on the sideline.
That is the wrong place for a play or a turnover to happen. You get that big momentum boost right there. A quick little jolt of energy. You know you got the people behind you. And what a chase up and hit by Kate. Scoring a try and attacking the thigh on the tackle, getting the ball back for a squad.
Lineout goes up. We see there's a little poster there for Dee Nash. She coaches the Northeast Rugby Academy. We saw her trying to bring the pump up for her team, but the forwards now bringing the aggression against the All Blues. Arm goes up to the side. Jenny Liu calls an advantage. So they're going to go ahead and take it right into the heart of the All Blues. All Blues having to play very well-disciplined defense as Levine takes it into Tong. Defensive fold looks good for Berkeley All Blues as they continue to launch up. Tordonato gives a little bit of a fend, bounces off one and is wrapped up. Westman brings her to ground. Moving it down to the right-hand side, Weigel tries to wiggle but is met heavily. Pong again. The flanker dishing some big hits. Pearl moves it to Kitlinski. She was everywhere in that first half. Ruck is won by Hahn. Continuing now to move it to the right-hand side. Pearl tries to chip kick it over. Heron is right there. Heron bounces it off of the number 15.
It looks like she slapped the ball, but we have a pulling down of a maul.
Very long
Looks like a
advantage,
penalty.
but we'll see this cheeky play.
Ball stays in bounds. Ooh, that is scary, but a slap down on the edge by Kate. I wonder if the ref got a peep of that. It looked like there was a penalty beforehand.
No advantage gain from that maul. The serious infraction as there was a lot of momentum for Colorado, and so Jenny Lou calls it back. Abby Vogel trying to advocate for her team. Kitlinski set up for the throw-in. Using some footwork in the front, they find some success there in the forward pod, and they're trying to use that maul again. The All Blues trying to hold strong, but the leg drive looks very good. O'Brien going in there trying to dig it out. Finally moves it to D. Nash. Bashes her way through. Quick line coming in from Decker. Crawls her way. And Jenny Lou awards the try after a debatable crawl through. And that will go ahead and continue on that lead, 21-14. Lance, what do you think about this one?
Well, let's give credit where it's due. The maul, superb. The forward pack got binded in together. The timing and speed of that hit up right there is amazing. But I don't know if you can crawl your way to some points that way. But it looks as though the referee is letting it happen. Called it a try. Referee been doing a great job so far this game. Called it what she sees. It's 5 on the board. Nothing we can do. But the maul set up and the timing of the hit up after that maul fell down, that is efficiency. And what can you do if a team is pumping on all cylinders like that, getting around the corner? I don't know about the crawl in, but 5 is 5. And now Colorado extends their lead, now up 8 points with a conversion to come that looks absolutely obtainable.
You are allowed a double movement, and she's got some length on her. So Decker just able to wield her way over it. But Lance, not enough can be said about the set piece of the Colorado Gray Wolves. The try is awarded, and the kick is good. Just continuing to extend this lead. Decker using that length. Well determined, well done try for the Colorado Gray Wolves.
They have a system that they understand like the back of their hand. The way that was ran, the keeping the forward in one section of the field and using timing and speed to attack the gaps created. Great offense by Colorado, but I'm not too privy on the crawling.
Sienna boots it up, and pressure coming in for Norlander forces a knock on. They're offsides though, so Lynn goes ahead and attacks quickly. Moves it to the number 4, Lafferty there for the tips pass. An absolute fend and a leg drive. Gets them about 10 meters out from their try zone. We see OBH calling for them to come around. A ball though goes behind Colesworthy, and Caitlin Broughton is able to field that cleanly using the strength of her legs. She gets over the 22. This is not what the All Blues wanted, but they continue to show their defensive efforts. McGrath bringing them to ground. Vogel trying to counter ruck. Levine takes it in. Good low tackles, though, coming in from the All Blues. Their aggression still holding strong. O'Brien, due to the pressure, goes ahead and moves it back to Nash. Nash gives a kick of her own. Goes off of the foot of Park. Park, though, uses her footwork. Big hit, though, coming in from Hahn. They've got some space to work it out wide if they can do that. Cooper goes ahead and takes it in. Brings a couple of defenders with her. Hold looks good, though, from Colorado. As they go ahead and continue to work it to this left side, though, but not going down is Edwards. Lynn now moves it over the top. It's on now to Wasserman. Trying now to work it wide. That's a big collision, though, coming in for Heron. Heron's down, but the All Blues continue on to play. Jenny Lou continuing to allow the ball to stay in motion. Almost gets bobbled out of the back, but Lynn able to field it cleanly. There's a couple of All Blues players down. A little whip around of the ball. Now Lynn, a short line now going to Norlander. She's isolated. Ryan's almost over top of that. The 30 cleans it up and dishes it to Beard.
Oh, what a hit. Oh.
Vogel there tries to give it to an inside gap. A knock on, just absolute heartbreak for the All Blues after such a nice series of play.
We just seen collision after collision after collision. Physicality on 10 this game. These ladies are here to win it. Big tackles everywhere. And listen, if she's coming around the corner, if Kira is coming around the corner, please move out of the way. Allow her to score, or you will be on the highlight tape getting absolutely throttled. Physicality, as I said. Hopefully the injured player, Kate, who looked like a knock to her head earlier in those phases, walked away. Hopefully she's fine, but get off the tracks, please. Oh my goodness. Clean body. And she could have leg drive even more possibly, but what a great bash. And now we have a scrum down.
Some substitutes coming in. It looks like Okapara is on, as well as Hosey, the capped eagle. Kitlinski goes ahead and picks it off of the back, and O'Brien, the number 9, goes around for the boot. A big, deep kick, but it's a little bit, got too much sauce on it, so it ends up getting called back for an All Blues line out right at the 22. Could this be what they need in order to turn this game around?
These are the mistakes that Colorado made in the first half and found a way to get themselves absolved. I don't know if that can continue with an all-blue team who are throwing in these substitutions. And we know that the substitutions for this all-blue team are a strength that they have. The depth is there. Colorado needs to minimize those mistakes as soon as possible.
Maul looks a little bit unsuccessful. Sienna steps in at number 10. She's got to cut back inside because of that pressure. McGrath, the outside pressure coming in from the Grey Wolves, forcing them to cut back inside. Lynn now moves it to the right. Looks like it's a knock on from Norlander. And they're just getting caught a little bit tight around there. It's easy for Colorado to fold around and lance it. There's one thing that Colorado is really good at. It's that interior defense.
They are bringing the line speed from everyone near the ruck, are moving forward and bringing the pressure to the face. And it is forcing the All Blues to have these mistakes that I don't think that they feel they make on a regular basis. They play a quicker, faster, straightforward, offload heavy kind of game. If they can't get going, they find themselves down by 10 points as they do now. They need to find a way to counter this fast flowing speed. And maybe it's just as simple as getting more depth and allowing those gaps to open up as Colorado floods forward defensively.
Looks like Hart is also on for Vogel. Looks like that'll get blown up. A little bit of conversation coming in from Jenny Lou, trying to make sure that the scrum is safe. Got some substitutes, though, coming in for Colorado as well. That Chagirl lands. Number 22, Hannah Tennant from Davenport. And then number 19, Chloe Jex, both 2 players that you were talking about. So Colorado also emptying their bench. Kitlinski wanted to dish it, but that pressure coming in from the All Blues. This looks fiery from them, and a counter ruck. Akpara, the super sub, trying to work her way over. Puts them under a lot of pressure. Nash has got to clean it up. Almost held up, though, by Ciano. And the All Blues looking very aggressive in their defensive line. O'Brien calls for them to slow it down. Wiggle gets her way over. Again, that counter ruck is trying to come in from the All Blues. A little bit of a dish back inside. Beard gets a little bit of leg drive going. All Blues set in a very good defensive line. Pearl has to go to the boot. She kicks it out right at that 22. And we're playing a whole lot of rugby down within the All Blues end. You've got to wonder if the score's in the cards for them. It's something that they definitely need as we're about 10 minutes gone in the second half of the WPL final.
And with the subs coming on, they are fighting and clawing for it. It seems almost like a reverse of fortune. Can the All Blues keep this pressure up, stay on this half of the field, and punch in some points against the Colorado team who is going to bring defensive pressure from the center of the field every phase?
See the fans on the sideline all bundled up, ready to support women's rugby. Norlander goes up and catches the ball at the peak. Hart, the sub, rolls over, gets around, continuing now to pump her legs. Takes about 3 Colorado Grey Wolves to bring her down. Lynn moves it to Ciano. Ciano, it goes over the top. Looks like they've got to go ahead and recover a little bit. Colesworthy takes it in. Posey with a big clear out. Ciano dishes it back inside to Norlander. A little bit of creativity coming in from then. Lynn goes quick. Looks like that Colorado Grey Wolf was caught off sides and Jenny Lou gives the advantage. Posey takes it in. Looks like Colorado Grey Wolves, Jack's trying to get her way over there. She's unsuccessful. And we'll have a penalty for an offsides call right within the 22.
The Blues have now upped to speed. As you can see, they're no longer waiting at the back of these rucks. Scrum half is picking it up and going as she gets to the ball. Offensive line is already ready, and by playing at that speed, Denver found themselves offsides just by a smidge. The 9 sells it a little bit by pushing on that Colorado player. Great job, smart play, and unfortunately, Amy got hit with a penalty, and now All Blues on the doorstep.
All Blues using a 5-man line out. This is very important for them. They go ahead and attack in the middle. Colorado gets up there, bobbles it back. O'Brien has to field it, and they're off to the races. Not what the All Blues wanted. Looks like they might have gotten their way in there, but the big clear out from the Colorado Grey Wolves gets them a little bit of success. Decker cleans it up with the pick and go. Crawling her way through. That's the number 4. Spafford. O'Brien goes ahead and moves it back to Nash. Nash, though, she gets caught. It gets kicked out of the back. Jenny Lou is probably going to have a little bit of a conversation to figure out what happened. It was so fast.
There has to be a conversation. I'm not sure if Colorado kicked it out or if the All...
Charge down. I goal. No, yes, no. Okay, we have brought in by the attack, made dead by the defense, goal line drop. Charge down. By the attack. Charge down in field or charge down in field or yeah. Charge down in field, brought in by them, made dead by defense, goal line drop. Goal line drop. Goal line drop.
They better kiss the boot of Ryan.
Okay.
That kick through made it so that the All Blues did not score. It looked like she almost had the downward pressure. But Ryan, I mean, she's just been everywhere. And like a true flanker, trying to keep everybody out of the try zone.
She's staying true to form. What the job of a flanker is: high energy, determination, and physicality, doing what's necessary for the team. But a kick straight out from the drop,
You have options.
this is unforeseen territory for me.
Or you can have a 5-minute line.
And because that ball went straight out off of the...
In the middle?
Ball went straight out off of the goal line, which now means that they had an option of either a 5-meter line out or a 5-meter scrum from the point of where she kicked it. And so Berkeley All Blues will go ahead and elect for that center scrum about 5 meters out because of the direct kicked out of bounds. We've talked about those kicks, though, Lance, just not going where they need to go. And the Colorado Grey Wolves haven't been doing themselves many favors.
And it's something that they lean on. It's something that they actually work on. It's something that they put into their game plan week after week. So to find themselves not being able to show up on the day, a championship day, has to be a bit disheartening, but you can't go away from it. Got to stick with what got you there.
Okay, yeah, not my arm. The only person is right here. So hitting here first on me, that's what I'm feeling. You have to hold that space a little better, all right? You have to hold that space a little better, all right?
Jenny Lou having to talk about the bind there. They've got to go ahead and create the space. So unfortunately, they're going to go ahead and bring it back. We're going to go ahead and have to keep an eye on this far right side, as that's the problems with the bind. They get a good long arm bind. So Jenny Lou will let that scrum play out, and Colorado already putting on the pressure. Okpara has to go ahead and get it off. Han is just swarming over top of that. Kitlinski comes in to try and help out. Hart has to clean it up, and the All Blues now are under immense pressure. Cooper steps back inside. Protecting that ball, they do well. Continuing now to loop around the right-hand side. That's Davis. Davis has been everywhere. Hart, the super sub, comes in. It keeps those legs going. Doing well to protect the ball. They're stringing together good phases. Long pass to Shelby. A cross-field kick. Finds it in the hands of the wing. Doesn't really get much ground on that. McGrath picks up off of the base. She dishes a Fen. It cuts right back inside, but a big hit knocks her off her feet. Shelby Lynn tries to attack around the hinge. They get some good go forward. They're trying so hard to get into that ruck space. Not able to get it. Okpara, the sub, picks it up. Trying to hold them up. But the Colorado Grey Wolves still playing a lot of defense. Fortunato. Horses are back inside. Jex tries to go ahead and get that turnover. They're unsuccessful. Ciano gives a little bit of an offload. Shelby Lynn trying to work around. Looked like it might have almost been knocked on, but Ciano with the leg drive. He's trying to get some go forward now for the All Blues. They move it back behind. Colesworthy's got it. Colesworthy's got some speed. Almost gets around. Kitlinski brings her down. Davis picks it up. Hart picks it up. Hart gives the fend. Fortunato holding on. It's a little bit of help. Lynn gets some help from McGrath and a knock on from the All Blues. Oh, that just hurts after so many phases of play. We see her bodies just dropping.
Oh my goodness. Colorado's defense needs to be proud of every bit of effort they've put out so far in this game. From being smart enough in the scrum to get a push, to keep the super sub Okpara getting going as an 8-man pick, which has been dangerous for All Blues all year, and having a defensive structure to deal with the quick phase play, looping lines, everything that All Blues are throwing at them. Colorado's doing their absolute best, bend but don't break, and they find themselves with their heels on their own goal line again with a chance to relieve pressure. Good job, Grey Wolves.
Scrum now set on the 5. We've played so much rugby here. It feels like the first 20 minutes have been played all down in this end, but All Blues unfortunately just not able to punch it in. It's a better shot from them, but Kitlinski is fast off the base. She's met though by Davis, who brings her to ground. Number 8 moving to blindside flanker, and now there's some pressure coming in. Ball ends up hitting the deck, and now the All Blues have it. Trying to figure out what they want to do. They move it to Ciano. Ciano gives a long pass to McGrath. McGrath moves it over the top, moves it to Clark. There's a knock on yet again from them after that pressure, but Lou will go ahead and bring it back for the initial knock on from the Grey Wolves.
Look at the effort on Colorado. They were outnumbered on the wide side. Big running push, big running push to go from one side of the field to the other by Kate Herring, and somehow found a way to match the numbers. Unfortunately, had a penalty advantage going back earlier, but just the absolute effort from this Colorado team defensively. The All Blues have to get in now.
Looks like Davis will come off and number 19, Allison Byrne, will come on. But not enough can be said about the defensive efforts from both teams. Look at that skyline. Beautiful shots coming from Next Level Rugby. We're here for the WPL Championship as we enter into the final 20 minutes of this match. Both teams have been playing since mid-March.
Y'all are overleaning on this side. You're overleaning. Okay.
And Weigel getting a little bit of a talking to from Lou after the sub, number 18, Hart. trying to work that space a little bit.
Because I'm right where her arm is. Yeah, so bottom her arm. Yeah. Yeah.
And as we see here, this tent set up for Girls Rugby Inc. Last night, they hosted a clinic. Today, they got to play a little bit in between the halftime. But we're just showing that they're just continuing to grow, the fastest growing sport in America. Big push coming in from the Colorado Grey Wolves. And Akpara goes ahead and picks it up off of the base. Continuing now on to press. O'Brien's got to bring her down. Ciano takes it in. She's an early try scorer. Not able to get it. They go ahead and they just chip away at this defense. Fighting for every meter. Hart gets underneath, and they finally get a try. This is the try that they needed, and that'll bring our score 24-19. Lance, what a series of play for the All Blues.
Great ending try by Paris Hart, getting in with the low pick and go. But Colorado knew that 8-man pick could be devastating. Once the ball came out the back, all eyes were on Akpara, making sure she didn't get around the edge and cause devastation. Unfortunately for them, this All Blues team will not be denied. Pick and go, pick and go, pick and go, 5 more. And they cut into this lead now with closing time coming in this second half. Right around 20 minutes left, I believe. And that is a great time to score and put themselves right at the doorstep of maybe even taking this lead again. Great work from the All Blues.
And we see what it means to them. These forwards, not enough can be said about the Bears. They're protecting the den. Sienna will go ahead and set up for a kick. This is in very achievable range for her. Kick goes up. Looks like it's straight through the sticks. And that will go ahead and bring our scoreline even closer. This is the kind of matchup, though, that we want in women's rugby. It shows the competition, and if there's one thing that I think you know better than anybody, Lance, it's about how great American rugby truly is.
It's a beautiful game with a beautiful view and a beautiful community out there in Glendale. The All Blues have turned up the speed. Somewhere in that halftime speech, they said it's time to get going. Subs came in, fit right into the fold as they up this speed, and now Colorado finds themselves on the back foot. All Blues, all for the first 20 minutes of the second half.
24-21, Colorado still leading. Tennant kicks it up. Lynn, the seasoned player, ends up knocking it on. And now the Colorado Grey Wolves end up in a beautiful attacking position. We see Beard already ready to go ahead and go to bat. This is exactly what they want as they enter into finally a good series of play for them.
And those little mistakes that you can see gives the other team energy. You just worked really hard to get a try. Well deserved. But to make that mistake right then and give Colorado a little glimmer of hope to get something back immediately, All Blues have to stand up tall right now and keep Colorado from getting any points after scoring the try themselves.
Going ahead now and moving it through the hands is Tennant. They give a good pass from behind the back. Heron moves it to Holsworthy, moves it to Caitlin Broughton. They corral her well, though. McGrath does a good job. So does Clark. Kitlinski finds a little bit of a gap, brings about 3 All Blues players with her. Now Beard working on the ground, trying to get into the space is Davis. Tennant with the quick hands. Nash, she's met heavily, though, by the All Blues. Hart already thinking about trying to get in there. She's unsuccessful. Decker moves it to Ryan. Ryan has to go ahead and dish that ball back. This is looking like a good defensive play. And as I say that, Kitlinski almost finds a little bit of a gap. Moving it now is Weigel. Weigel almost gets over. About 2 players are down on the ground for the All Blues. Kitlinski moves it wide. Heron's got to go ahead and take a knee as she corrals that ball. But a big hit coming in. She gives it back into Kitlinski.
Might be a forward pass on that handoff right there. Mistake by Colorado, giving the ball back with a bit of momentum. All Blues, a chance to relieve pressure and get out of this side of the field. But that was a great defensive stand by the All Blues. And just when the ball carrier found himself with a little space, tried to get a ball away, but unfortunately, teammate was just a bit forward, a bit offsides. Scrum down to come.
You can hear the loudness of the crowd. Jeff, our field producer, doing a good job of bringing us all the noises. Makes you feel like you're almost on the pitch with them. And putting on a little bit of pressure is the Colorado Gray Wolves. They decide to go ahead and move it. Ciano under so much pressure, their primary kicker. She's got to take it in. Some more phases, though, for the All Blues. Continuing now to chip away. They've got a lot more room to work with. Hart takes it in. She's continuing to move forward. The super sub. And now they finally have got a good kicking platform. They find Ciano. Ciano goes ahead and boots it deep. They're in the 22. It does not find touch, and Nash now will go ahead and attack. Gives a little bit of a cutback inside. She's met by Cooper. Trying to get over that space is McGrath, and she's unsuccessful. You can hear the hype coming in. Jex ends up accidentally losing that ball, and it gets moved to Ryan. And a high tackle called by Jenny Liu.
Great counterattack by Colorado. Looked like they had maybe a knock-on one of these passes. Referee called it backwards, and that was followed by a high tackle. No argument there. Hand raised, understood what was going on. It's all good. Just take your long arm. Penalty, and Colorado gets out of bounds right around the 15-meter line.
Right back in. It looks like we've got another substitution. That is number 18. That's Andy Hammond. She'll go ahead and step in. Got about 13 minutes left to go in this WPL final, and Colorado only leading by about 3 points.
Substitution time.
These teams have played in a long season. Starting in mid-March, they've played in about 13 matches in order to get here, and both teams have won multiple games, which is no easy feat. They go up into the middle pod off of a line out, and now they'll try and maul. Kitlinski's got to dig for it a little bit, but they're finding some leg drive. Hammond trying to hammer her way through, unable to. They give a flat pass. That's to Heron. Heron gets some good go forward. Tennant, she's got to take it in. Met with a big hit by McGrath. McGrath gives it back in. Hahn gets taken to ground. Jose brings it down. Berkeley finding some disconnect, though, in the rucks. Kitlinski met by Norlander. These are some big collisions. Ball is kicked away after a not rolling away penalty, and this is right in front of the sticks. So you got to wonder what Colorado wants to do.
Do you take the 3 points and make it a try in order to take back the lead, or do you keep pushing and maybe extend that lead back to 10? Questions that you ask. But look at here, great tackle going in, the clear out, absolutely throttling by Ryan. No penalty taken, they rather option for the scrum. All Blues. With 10 minutes left, they have to stand here. They have to find a way to get out of this situation clean with no points given away. Can they do it?
And now they'll go ahead and take the center scrum. It's a big push. She's under a little bit of pressure as O'Brien by Lynn, and Nash just bashing into this defense. He's taken to ground, though. A couple of Colorado players with her. Ryan, can she work around the corner? She's a try scorer. We know how determined she is at the line. O'Brien moves it to the right. Quick hands from Tordonato. Heron, the captain. She's met. Does she get it over the line? Lou gives the try, and that is huge for Colorado.
What a push at the end. Almost got driven out of bounds, Kate, on the sideline. Found a way again while getting grabbed and manipulated by the defense to reach over and put the ball down. Assistant referee giving a low-key thumbs up. And Colorado extends the lead with an all-blue team who didn't give up an inch. Everything was earned, but unfortunately. What a pass to get all the way outside. Quick hands, as they call it. Quick hands by Tornado. And again, she is the one supplying the tries to Kate in the corner. With a conversion to come to extend to 10. Colorado.
Got about 10 minutes left in this match. Tennant will go ahead and set up for the conversion. But all of the selfless play coming in from Colorado. Kick goes up, it's short. And there's about 10 minutes left to go. We'll take a gander at these lovely fans who are coming out. It's cold here in Glendale, about 49 degrees as the sun starts to set. But if you're a rugby fan, you're not going to let it stop you. But Lance, let's talk about these quick hands yet again.
The connection between the 13 and 14 for Colorado, Tornado and Key have found a way to strike lightning again, scoring right in the corner. The All Blues have an opportunity to take this game, but they have to turn it on right now. Less than 8 minutes to go, down by 8 points. It is do or die time for the undefeated All Blues.
2022 WPL champions that need somebody to go ahead and light a spark, and Okpara puts on immense pressure. Seeing a little bit of some space, though, opening up around the Berkeley All Blues. Kitlinski spots it. She hops her way through. Tennant now moves it to Tornado. Tornado's met by Hart. Hart putting on a valiant defensive effort. They're going to need this ball back if they want to try and get some points on the board. Berkeley continuing to press on. Eyes up, pointing to their attackers, but the Grey Wolves getting that fend, finding those spaces, and maintaining possession of the ball. Tennant loops it out the back to Tornado. She gives it to Ryan. Ryan tries to work around the corner, probably trying to find Heron. Smart decision to go ahead and keep the ball. They're now at the 40, doing a good job. Hart, though, tries to get over that space. You see here, they're getting a little bit caught in the middle. They need a quick fold. And Colorado has some room to burn on the left-hand side. O'Brien goes ahead and gives a box kick. Goes over the head of the All Blues player. Goes over the 22, and that's a 50-22.
Is that a 50-22? Of all the times for your kicking to start to work, for your kicks to go to where you aim them, now with less than 7 minutes in the game and an 8-point lead, Colorado banks a 50-22. What a shot.
Yeah, Lance, I think that they heard us up in here talking about how their kicks have gone a little bit wayward. O'Brien wanted to humble us a skosh. They go ahead and try and go in the middle, and then they hit it. Jex has to try and get that through. Both of these teams are having to compete heavily. It's 3 for 3 for the WPL champions, so this will go ahead and shift the momentum. Both teams are competing for the number 4, and that'll make it so that this team will be the most highly scoring team when it comes to WPL finals. The most winningest, if you will. And the All Blues now able to gain possession in Colorado, just trying their best to stay away from their try zone. Big defensive launch coming in. These double tackles are putting an absolute menace. Looks like they might have turned it over. A knock on, though, for the Berkeley All Blues, which would be good for their possession, but they've got a long ways to go out of this end.
And it's doable for them. I've seen them multiple times throughout this year find a way to make it happen. All of the games that they played in, all the scoring led up to this moment. And they had multiple close games throughout the entirety of this year. This seems to be no different. But right now, they have to find a way to put the phases together to get within one scoring in order to make this highly contested with four minutes to go in the national championship. Can Colorado hold?
29-21, Colorado leading, and a scrum put in coming in from the All Blues. Trying to get over that, Ciano. She goes ahead and she boots it. It's a big booming kick. Holdsworthy able to field it cleanly. Nash works her way around, takes it into Hosey. Hosey unable to bring her down. McGrath gets over top. Clark having to come in. Caitlin Broughton takes it into Lynn. Lynn is able to gather her well. On the captain. Big hits though coming in from Berkeley. They've got everything to lose here. Akpara.
And that's a steal. What a steal.
And this is exactly what the All Blues need. Lynn gives it back into McGrath. McGrath now working it. This looks very good from Lynn. The offloads look good. Broughton though, looks like her hands might have hit the ground. And that's gonna lead to a turnover.
Looks like KB had perfect position. Could be argued either way, but I'm gonna go with the referee's call. Not rolling away, interrupting the ability of the offensive player to counter ruck and keep the poacher from the ball. Penalty given.
And now we'll go ahead. Berkeley with a deep booming kick. They're now within the 22. About 3 minutes left to go, and an 8-point difference is really going to require a lot of effort. They go up, ball goes over, it hits the deck, and now Lynn is having to clean it up. Hart has to pick it up. Ciano moves it. Ciano moves it to Hosey. Hosey cuts back in. Hosey keeps going. She's finally taken down to ground. McGrath picks it up, tries to move it to Akpara, and that just gives Colorado a little bit more time to get their defense together. Lynn now moves it to McGrath. McGrath gets a little bit of go forward, but about 1 or 2 meters, nothing crazy. We see an inside cut though. Big hit coming in from the Colorado Grey Wolves. Moving it now to the substitute. Hahn though brings her down quickly. Trying to maintain possession. Berkeley's doing a good job so far. Ciano tries to kick it through. Looks like they had an advantage though. Now they'll kind of look to discuss what should be their decision moving forward. And Jenny Lou will talk.
You're doing all right, but now there's a string of penalties, and you're entering here. Yeah, if you keep defending under pressure, so moving, right?
Jenny Lou giving a warning as the penalties are starting to increase.
By Mark? Oh, sorry, you're over here. I think it was right here. About the 5.
Time is running out. Tick, 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 tick. 1.5 minutes left. The All Blues need to get into the try zone now. Maybe giving a gift earlier on that not rolling away to find themselves right here. Warning given by the ref. It looks like Colorado's on their last leg as far as playing cheeky around the rucks. Let's see if the All Blues can get in the score and make this a drama-filled finish going into the final minute.
You can hear the screams coming in from the crowd. This is a massive line out. They go ahead and look for the middle. They hit the front. Colorado, though, get over into that space. Big tackles, though. They need this ball back, but Colorado just absolutely snatched it out of thin air. Hammond takes it in. Colorado Grey Wolves. They give it to Hahn. And now we'll see if they can keep possession and run out the clock. And Diesel, D. Nash gives a really big, beautiful kick for them. And it finds touch, but it totally puts Berkeley about 20 meters out.
I mean, less than 30 seconds to go. Points have to be scored now. Quick conversion, maybe final play happening, but they have to get some points on the board as soon as possible. Scoreboard clock isn't the referee's clock, though, so let's pay attention to the ref.
Lineout is 1. Ciano trying to work her way through. Lynn so quick. Hosey almost gets through. A little bit of an offsides penalty though coming in, and we'll see if Berkeley is still going to try and go quick.
No,
We won't give them the option because that's going to be a card.
That's the second time you've done that.
Yellow card. I'm going to have to interview her at some point for that yellow card. We need to talk about why were you offsides at a moment like this to give Berkeley an opportunity to make it a one-score game and possibly get the ball back with a man down. Excuse me, woman down. Down for the rest of the game. There is no coming back. Her championship is over.
I'm about a minute.
Hopefully her team can hold on to keep it.
So Sienna will go ahead and kick for the Sticks. She's got a good boot. A little bit of a dance. Dance for good luck. It goes through, and that'll give them 3 points. They need a converted try in order to really seal the deal against Colorado. They've got a minute to play. We're on referee time now. Lance, this is a very close game between the two sides.
It's so much drama, and it almost lends itself to be that way in the championship game that we get it down to the absolute wire. Colorado down a player with less than a minute to go, and the All Blues fighting to keep their undefeated season going for a national championship. It all comes down to the next 45 seconds to find out who's a WPL national champion.
Pick goes up from Tennant over the 22. Akpara's got it. A danger woman. Ankle biting tackle though from Hahn. Lynn's got to clean it up quickly. Hart's got it. Hart continuing now to work it through the legs. A little bit of a high tackle, but she works her arms down well. Lynn trying to find an option. Ciano knocks it on. Colorado have the ball now. All they need to do is just maintain a little bit of possession. O'Brien kicks it straight out. Is that the match? And the Colorado Grey Wolves are your WPL national champions. They are now leading when it comes to a team who has won the most WPL finals in the league, all because of decisions from O'Brien. And a big thanks to everybody who made this happen. The WRCRA, Forward Progress, Girls Rugby, and Goal Sports. But big shout out to Next Level Rugby who gave us the opportunity to showcase these players. Lance, you are one of the biggest proponents of Great American Rugby, and that was a final that was absolutely incredible. Not enough can be said by these players' efforts. What did you think that Colorado did well to keep them above the All Blues, who were unstoppable this season, and the way that they were able to win finally on the third match of their season?
First of all, congratulations to both teams. A phenomenal season. WPL Rugby is growing. But today, the Colorado Grey Wolves standing up to the All Blues who defeated them twice this year to win a WPL national championship. They played determined defense, physicality, and made the least amount of mistakes in the first half. And when it counted in the second half, stood up and shined. Congratulations to the Colorado Grey Wolves, but also a big shout out to the Berkeley All Blues, who came in as the overwhelming favorite. And WPL champion, the Colorado Grey Wolves.
It might be here for a while with that long tunnel that they're making, but celebrations all around. This is what it's all about. You see Berkeley coming in, giving the hugs, congratulating the players. This was a well-fought win, and celebrations, of course, will continue to be in order. They win a massive trophy, and again, we're looking at history being made here. They've won 4 WPL championships. That makes them the most highly winning WPL team in the country. And it goes to nobody more deserving than the Colorado Grey Wolves. A rocky start throughout the season for them. They didn't have the best winning streak compared to the Berkeley All Blues, but their grit, look at that line, supporting women's rugby, coming to give back, and what a massive turnout for the WPL final.
What an incredible showcase for Colorado. A few years removed from a championship, bringing it together to win another WPL championship against possibly one of the strongest teams, arguably in the history of the WPL. The defending champions undefeated went into the finals, and they found a way to outwork and win a very highly contested game. Extended the lead with about 20 minutes left and found a way to keep the lead. Congratulations to Colorado. There is a few players in this Colorado team stood out and did exactly what they needed to win. Big shout out to the outside center, Tordonato. Hands for days, creating all the opportunities to score. Kate, 2 tries in the corner with defenses pulling against them. And also the absolute monster of a flanker, Rachel Ryan, showing up in a big physical way the entire game.
And we see down there's that big cup that they were vying for. We see there in the hands of Allie Gilberg, one of the biggest backbones of the WPL. We have people that give selflessly, continuously to build the game. We see down there KJ Johnson, one of the most seasoned Eagles, also looking to continue to promote the game alongside Brittany White, Ayala, both giving us all of the content that we need. We see here Allie Gilbert holding up that big old cup, and it goes right into the hands of the Colorado Grey Wolves within captains Heron and Hahn holding it up, and that is something to be proud of. The Colorado Grey Wolves, you did it. This is your championship to win it home.
Big leg drive to score early in the day. The All Blues putting points on the board. Physicality prevailing, but this Colorado team was resilient, finding ways to get points on the board with their own pick and goals. Referee raising the hand, controlling the game, and this is where Tordonato showed herself, getting the ball out wide. But first, big try by Ryan. This all-blue teams were resilient throughout the entire day. This might be the try of the day. Behind the back, off of the defender's back pass by Hong to get it to Ciano, who also kicked all the conversions for her team today. Big work in the center of the field by Ciano. But this is what we're talking about. The connection between the centers and the wing for Colorado was prime. Tordonato giving the ball to Kate Herron, and that was the feature of the day. 2 tries replicated almost the same way. Here's the claw try. This is the craw tie. Maybe a little controversial, but points are points. The All Blues storming back, putting in their own tries. Paris Hart, strong leg drive, doing what she can. All Blues excited, fired up, ready to continue this fight deeper into the second half. Again, finding themselves on the goal line, right on the doorstep. Leg drive, gets the ball in.
And this is what it was all about. A big thank you to the people who watched Big thank you to Next Level Rugby, who gave us the opportunity to show the power of the players. Every day is a rugby day here on Saturday night. We're seeing Glendale. We're seeing in Glendale, Colorado, taking it away at home. Thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you for rocking and rolling. And we'll continue to bring you this beautiful rugby. My name is Darian Lovelace. I'm joined here by Lance Kavanaugh. Thank you again for tuning in with us. We'll see you next season.